Hi, I'm Michelle Renee Wild, the president and CEO of a nonprofit called Brain Education Strategies and Technology, or BEST. BEST develops, recommends, and trains apps that have been proven to help individuals living with cognitive challenges deal with daily issues. Not just apps to play games or make phone calls, but to really make a difference in their lives. This is my colleague Christy. She's living with a brain injury and would like to share how she uses apps to help in her everyday life.
Before my brain injury, I wasn't that interested in technology and was still using a flip phone for calls and texting. After my accident, I began to learn how to use apps on an iPhone and iPad, and my new life after TBI changed for the better. I now use my phone as a prosthetic for my brain. I'm excited to share how I use apps every day to help with things that are still challenging for me after my injury.
BEST believes in training just a few practical apps that can be used for lots of different things. This limits the number of apps you need to learn and deal with on a daily basis. We know there's tons of apps out there, but for every app you download, you have to not only learn to use it, but remember to use it and where you put the information. The more apps you have, the more overwhelming and confusing it can be.
Yeah, I remember when I first started using my devices, I was so tempted to download a lot of different apps that did the same kind of thing.
I remember that well.
In fact, I used several apps just for taking notes. I'd get confused and could never find the specific note I was looking for. Now I use Notability to take lots of different kinds of notes. Because I'm using just that one note-taking app, I know exactly where to find my note that I'm looking for. Oh, and there's one more thing that's challenging for my friends and I that have TBI. It's when apps update or change the way they look. It's just more information that we have to learn. Limiting the number of apps that we use really has helped us to not get so overwhelmed.
Why not just learn a few apps and use them for lots of things? It's like carrying a toolbox with only the most important tools, rather than having to search all over your workbench. You're probably asking, so what are the apps BEST recommends and trains people to use? We've actually created our own app designed specifically for individuals with cognitive challenges. The BEST Suite app, which includes Pace My Day for energy management and conservation, and Reach My Goals for creating and tracking SMART goals. In addition to the BEST Suite, we've chosen some other apps. Notability, a great note-taking app. Inspiration Maps, an app that helps brainstorm and organize ideas. Week Calendar, an alternative to the traditional iOS calendar that includes some important features for those with cognitive challenges. And 1Password, a password management app.
We've created a few short videos to introduce you to each of the apps BEST recommends and just some of the ways in which they can be used. Feel free to start watching the videos about the apps you think may be most beneficial to you. We're sure once you've tried one or two of the apps we recommend, you'll be interested in exploring all of them.